Pittsburgh Sports Talk. Your Pittsburgh Steelers took the Miami tuna fish and they stuck them in a can and they shipped them right back to Miami. That was the most complete performance, both offensively and defensively. Well, your special teams are a little bit shaky, but we'll deal with that later. That we've seen all year from your Pittsburgh Steelers. What an incredible synergy of talent, game planning, and, well, all of it led to a victory last week against Miami. Let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds of your Pittsburgh Steelers sending the tuna fish back. And, well, you know what? We should send them over to the Star-Kiss building there in Heinz Field.
We run around, we hit, we get picked, and then we look up at the scoreboard at the end of the day, baby. Team on 3, 1, 2, 3, team.
The hard work of mini camp followed by the OTAs, training camp, the regular season, and it comes down to this, the playoffs, what every team strives for.
Not a lot needs to be said. Work needs to be done. Be the playmakers that you are, man. Playmakers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Playmakers. Let's go.
You know what time it is? It's playoff. It's all about.
It don't get no bigger than this. AFC playoff game, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Miami Dolphins, it's a rematch. And it ain't gonna go down like it did last time, I promise you that. Juice Man signed off, Steelers Nation all day.
Heinz Field, nothing but work today. That's it.
Don't get lost in the sauce, man. We out here. Let's go Steelers Nation, baby.
Deep freeze in the Steel City.
Bell hesitates, finds a lane, and he's up over the 20, an 11-yard run right out of the gate. And running free in the secondary is Eli Rogers. He gets to midfield. Screen left, and boy, does he pick up blockers. Antonio's running up the field. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers draw first blood. Then with a great screen with a lot of blockers to the wide side left, and Antonio with the catch and run travels 50 yards.
Jesse gets a block, and then AB does the rest, man. He shifts it into high gear.
37, great job. Let's go.
Let's go, AB. Let's go, on. Let's go, B. Yeah, nice job. That's how you step up. Great play.
Let's go, Ben!
Gets the snap. Blitz over the middle. Here comes Antonio Brown. Loose again. 25, 15, 10. Bye-bye, AB. Antonio Brown, 62 yards, his second of the game, and the crowd is enjoying every minute of it.
Nice job.
About 8 in a row. And another big gain, and he takes off inside the 20 to the 10, keeps his balance, and he's close. Just inches shy. Bell, tailback. Bell again, waits, and goes.
I thought he might have
I
crossed.
thought he could cross too, but two officials are saying he's short.
And the flags come out, the challenge is out.
Runner had possession of the ball over the goal line. It is a touchdown.
He's back. Delayed blitz. He's hit and sacked, and the ball came out. Debo on the scene, and Tuitt recovers the fumble.
James comes like a missile, and as soon as Matt Moore feels him, he tries to get away, and not only does James make the sack, but he strips the ball. That's something that Mike Tomlin tells these guys all the time. Ball awareness.
And play action fake, big rush. He's going to be hit. Ball is out. Mitchell got in there. Who has the football? Back outside the 40. Wow. Steelers have the football.
James Harrison, Mike Mitchell, man, the pocket collapses.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't let him hang around. Let's go get it, man. Hey, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. Let's go.
He's back. Has time. Fires a pass intercepted. That's Ryan Shazier at the 35. And this Steelers defense is coming up big time, folks. 3 possessions in a row. They have more than risen to the occasion. Ben's going to go to Le'Veon. And Le'Veon straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown untouched. He hesitated. The Red Sea parted off left tackle, and he went straight ahead for 8 yards and the score.
Lev Bell showing great patience, allowing that block to happen, and then walks it into the end zone.
He's back. Oh, he's hit. Oh, he's sacked. Lawrence Timmons was on him like white on rice. And the pocket collapses, and down he goes again. Lawrence Timmons.
Very physical performance by the Steelers today on both sides.
The final score, Pittsburgh 30, Miami 12, on to Kansas City.
All right, it was an exciting win over the Miami Tuna Fish. We sent them back down to South Beach where they can lick their wounds or their fins or whatever they want to lick during the off season. We're moving on to Kansas City, baby, where I predict your Steelers are going to lay another whooping on the Chiefs and send them packing too. At this week's press conference with Coach Tomlin, I had two questions to ask Coach. First of all, James Harrison and Bud Dupree. Have you ever seen two outside line? Well, I tell you what, they were like shark on a tuna fish. They smelled blood and they went in for the kill. So I asked Coach about Harrison and ba-boom, Dupree.
Coach, you had a dominant performance from James Harrison and Bud Dupree. When they're taking care of the edges like that and putting the quarterback under pressure, how much does that help your rookie cornerbacks and safeties?
You know, it does, but I think getting them in behind the change circumstances is probably more impactful. So their ability to set edges in the run game and to bottle up the featured runner was just as significant or more significant than the pressure that they applied. The pressure that they had an opportunity to apply was probably a product of the edges that they set and the way that we got after the run game. Run game and smashing the run, I think, was a catalyst for the positive things that happened in the game, aiding a young secondary like you mentioned.
Hey, go take a look at our website, PittsburghSportsTalk.org. Before last week's game against Miami, I wrote a little story that's called "Who Cares If Ladarius Green Isn't Playing Against the Dolphins?" Not the outlaw, Jesse James. Let me just state very clearly for the record, at this point with Ladarius Green, his health is the most important thing. In a modern age where we have NFL players suffering brain trauma and committing suicide, unfortunately, God rest his soul, Junior Seau is probably the best example of that. We need players' safety prominent when we're thinking of these guys. Their health is everything. Football is secondary compared to the rest of their life and their health. If Ladarius Green has legitimate concussion problems, then he's got to take care of himself. However, with all that said, to cut to the chase, we paid Ladarius Green $20 million in a 4-year deal, and we gave him a nice signing bonus for this first year. So, in essence, this first year, he got 10 million clams. Wouldn't you like to have 10 million clams, sweetheart? I know the old tanker would. I'd take you out to dinner and for an Iron City and maybe a few Clark bars for dessert afterwards. Maybe we'll go down to Permanis. I don't know. But here's the thing, okay? We played close to $10 million for Ladarius Green this season. What has that yielded us? It yielded us 6 games and 18 receptions. When you break down the math on it, it's basically he got $1.6 million per game to play. Not a good return on investment. You know, every week I hear the sports media who know about football supposedly, when's Ladarius coming? When's Ladarius? Coach, Ladarius Green, Ladarius Green. It's like they have a one-track mind. All the while, what the media who knows about football has missed is Jesse James, the outlaw from Penn State. 6'7", 280 pounds of him. He's been going to work every day, taking his lunch pail with his chipped ham, Isley's chipped ham beef sandwich in there, and going to work his lunch pail down on the south side every day. Well, you know what he's done? He's put up great numbers this year, close to 400 yards receiving in the regular season. He is learning how to block from one of the greatest NFL linemen of all time, Mike Munchak. So here you are with the outlaw. He can catch a football. He is learning to block. So do me a favor, media who knows so much about football, instead of asking about Ladarius Green and a soft coconut every week, Why don't you focus on Jesse James, who's evolving only in his second year into a very, very solid tight end? Last week he had a great block that sprung Antonio Brown for a touchdown, and he had that circus-like catch with like tuna fish all over him, trying to get the ball with the old outlaw. Hey, said, I don't care, I'm going to catch the ball anyway. So I asked Coach Tomlin about the outlaw.
Coach, Jesse James had the great block on the bubble pass that Antonio scored on. Then, of course, he had the incredible circus catch. You have to be satisfied with his progress this year. You have to be.
I don't have to be. He did some good things. But if you ask Jesse, he'll tell you that, like I feel, his better days lie ahead. He's a really cerebral young guy. He's always in control of his emotions. He takes an analytical approach to preparation and getting better. And I think that approach is going to aid him. He did some good things in that game. But, boy, he's continually evolving, as are we all.
Hey you, I was just talking to my good friend Art Rooney, and guess what? We've decided to give you your very own Shinesti.com Steelers suit, complete with jacket, tie, yellow pants. You're gonna look sharp, sweetheart. But guess what? Only one lucky winner will win the free Steelers suit from Shinesti.com. That sounds great, Tank. Tell me how to win. It's easy, Buttercup. Go to Facebook, like our page, Pittsburgh Sports Talk on Facebook. Just like us, share some of our videos. And at the end of the Steelers season, at the Super Bowl in Houston, let's hope, I'm going to choose one lucky viewer who likes our Facebook page, Pittsburgh Sports Talk, and you're going to win your very own Steelers tie, jacket, pants from Shinesti.com. Right, Art?